Welcome back! Last time, Joanna told us her story. In a nutshell, she is a police detective assigned to find the murderer of Daisy, who was a child that was kidnapped. The killer extorted $1 million from the parents, but never returned the child. So, who is behind that crime? What happened exactly? And most importantly, how is this related to our murder on the train? Well, I say it's time for Poirot to do his thing again. So we're back on the train, and we become Poirot again, I think at least. She's still lying down.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
Why is she mumbling? She just told her entire story.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear
That
her
is
story.
true.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate.
That's true.
You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination.
I thought he was already done. I thought he already did that. She is American. She is a police detective. I don't know, 32? She kind of looks that age though.
Voila.
Time of death, cause of death, Ratchet smokes. Doesn't really
Can you
matter.
estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but you already said that.
tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far.
So you've learned nothing since I last spoke to you. Did he not say last time the same time frame? 12 to 2? And I said something like, yeah, that's when everything happened. I already knew that.
What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso.
Knew that
It's
too.
odd, there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
I doubt
It
that.
seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
See, this doctor's useless. He's not telling me anything new.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
Oh my god.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it.
That's
It was
true.
most certainly struck with the left hand.
It would be a very
So,
weird angle.
Our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
Yes, how to explain the variety of blows delivered? Multiple killers.
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then A second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Could be.
Magnificent.
You think
Magnificent.
so? Huh, I'm glad.
I'm glad.
It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Why? It's your theory.
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances.
I don't
Please
agree.
let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
The only thing that was useful is the stab wounds that he told me, nothing else. What is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Ask, offer, that's smart.
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
Oh, I was so happy, I thought that was the answer.
Those I've...
Alright, so it's the most boring one.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
What is the best way to find out who is a vape smoker? Recall conversation about vape cigarettes. Ask Bouc to remember who smokes. He won't know that. People I have seen. I don't know.
I don't remember any Bouc doesn't... Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
Really, I don't remember that. What's the best way to find out who's a vape smoker? Ask someone who smokes a lot if they know one. Search suitcases. Yes, search suitcases.
No, I have no official authority.
Oh.
Anyone could refuse to let me search their belongings.
Yeah, but I wanted to sneak around.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Technically, you were wrong a lot of times. I just clicked on everything till I got the right answer. But in the other game, you can look at all the suitcases. In fact, in that case, Hercule says it's necessary, I believe. But no, he does get permission from the passengers, or he kind of demands it, and they let him do it. Why can I speak
How
with
is
you?
Mademoiselle Locke, Doctor?
Her vital signs are improving, but she is still unconscious.
I understand. Thank you for looking after her.
So I can ask him when she is ready to speak again. But that is probably something I have to unlock. I have to do other things first. Why can I look outside? Is someone gonna run by or something? Is that just for the view? I don't know which way I have to go. Wait, do I have objectives or something? Or goals? Mrs. Locke and Ratchet. Oh, I have a puzzle. What are the links between them? A photo of Daisy's stuffed animal, Ratchet's trash. This and this. Miss Locke's a police officer. Ratchet. Mrs. Locke hid from Ratchet. Mrs. Locke was spying. That's true.
That was easy.
That it was. Was probably following Ratchet. Yeah, but did she not tell us that? Continue questioning people. 6? So where is my character tab? So we have Miss Locke, who is out cold. We have Bouc, we questioned him. We questioned the doctor. Ratchet is no longer here. We can't question him, although he is moving here. We did not question him. We did not question her. No. We did question her. She's lying. No. We did question Monsieur Michel. Not any of the other staff. No, we did question these two because they worked for Ratchet. And these two we have not. So he says 6, but there are so many more left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way more than 6. So that's not everybody. Which, I mean... Oh. I don't mind it. Why can't I go here?
Captain Arbuthnot, I beg your pardon, but could you answer a few questions for me?
I'm grateful you found my ticket, Poirot, but now is not convenient.
I certainly didn't expect such a resistance.
No, so that's why there are only 6. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Totally forgot. Let me think. So let's check out the other doors as well. Because Arbuthnot is in 106. He doesn't want to speak. 105. Is that where we just were? Yes. No. Can I maybe beep on Arbuthnot? No, cannot. This is 104. I can't do anything here. No. 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 Alright. Can look at the floor plan again. Let's go to first class because I think most passengers are over there. So Arbiter doesn't want to speak with me. But who will? (201) can do anything. This is my room, is it not? Yes, it is. This is Ratchet. I can't go there anymore. Then this is Mrs. Hubbard. Also can go here. How did I even know that Arbiter was in his room, by the way? So I can't do anything here. So are they all eating? Could be. Or lounging. There are people here.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
Yeah, if you see them smoking. Right-handed or left-handed? Oh, that's smart. Ask Bouc. No, I wouldn't. Who's Mr. Voucher?
Yes.
Is that the bartender?
Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
To know someone's ask everyone to hold something to write.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, if I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand.
Yeah, but if they're smart enough, they will see through that, won't they? Ask Mr. Michel to keep track. Remember conversation. Remember a conversation?
I must admit I'm not right this time. My friend Bouc has many good qualities, but I fear he might only succeed in alerting the killer.
That is very true.
Right. Yes, I will remember which people use their right or left hand.
Isn't that
That's
obvious?
the right answer.
Why is that an extra question? That's weird. So you're gonna ask them to write something, then I'm gonna do nothing with it. That kind of makes sense, though. So weird. We can speak with... This is Mary, right?
Mademoiselle Debenham, I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
For you. Let's start at the top.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Alright. Why are you looking away from me?
Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
So right-handed.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed.
So do you write that down for me? How do I get to the characters menu?
Thank you for your assistance.
See, now I'm ending the conversation, don't want to do that. Oh, right-handed, cool, so I don't have to write that down.
Mademoiselle.
No, I'm not
Mademoiselle
done.
Debenham, I have a...
Of course.
This is also...
Do you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
So either they are in cahoots or she is being honest. Well, about this at least.
Do you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
She's acting suspiciously, looking away. Why won't you make eye contact with me?
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine, meaning that you know who it belongs to. Am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned, It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
This is very suspicious. Beck, I think she
Thank you for
misspoke
your assistance, mademoiselle.
by accident, so she knows something about the kimono. Or otherwise she would have come to me and said, "Say, I saw something very suspicious. Since you're a detective and all, maybe you would like to know this."
Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are
It's
lucky
mustache.
you're on the train. What do you want to know?
Or unlucky if you're guilty. I want to know everything.
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Yeah, he was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went into the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Alright. She's German. Yes, she is a nurse. I thought she was, how do you say it? Giving aid abroad or something. Ratchet calls her too old for him. Would that make her 72? I don't know. That's very old. 46 maybe.
I do not think that's the right answer. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
She is German though, is she not?
Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
Swedish. Oh, I thought she was German.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
My mistake, I remembered it wrong.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
10:50, so that's 20 minutes later, and Mary just said she was only gone 5 minutes. So that doesn't match up, does it?
Is there anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure, if you were asleep?
I sleep
Indeed.
very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
It seems weird to me that you would be so sure that she did not leave. Why would you protect someone you don't know?
Do you have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
I don't know what that is, Jaeger material.
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Alright.
Perhaps you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Also right-handed?
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed.
Alright, Beck.
This
So
was a
that's
very
2.
interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
So far, I think everyone is suspicious. They're all doing things that are weird. Contradiction. Well, I think there are more than one. Select the elements which reveal the contradiction in testimonies of Mrs. Debenham and Miss Olsen. At 5 a.m. Miss Olsen did not leave the compartment all night. Is it maybe this?
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Oh, right, no. This. She slept through the night, but she said she saw this. So that can't be. Should have heard Mrs. Debenham leave at 5. Yes. conclude.
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite.
Someone's lying.
That was easy.
I think it's that Mary Debenham that she's lying. Confront Miss Olsen. Go see those I haven't talked to yet. But you want to confront Olsen, you've already spoken with her. So make up your mind, Poirot, what do you want to do? Let's continue on. We can always confront her. So this is... what's her name? I don't know.
I'll observe her instead.
Smart, she's right-handed. Do I need to write that down? Oh wait, the wrong button. Oh, I have something. Let me see. Tracking dominance hand. Oh, is this my memory? Right-handed.
Nice.
Right-handed?
Adequate.
Adequate.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
Who smokes? Mrs. Hubbard. Gee, did I need to remember this? I thought she said she didn't.
Fantastic.
Mr. Michel,
I
no.
do not think that's the right answer.
Oh, that's right,
Are
he
you a
was...
smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
That's true, because he was smoking outside.
Brilliant.
Thanks for the help, though. Estimate? No, he said he didn't.
This is wrong.
Oh.
But I'm never far from the truth.
Oh, no, wait.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
I remember it wrong. Both assistants smoke and Reggie did not.
Brilliant.
That's the answer. So he also smokes.
Adequate. My little grey cells did not let me down.
Yours didn't, but mine did. Two interrogated. But I want to see, because I can see she is right-handed. But he's not writing it down. Do I need to write this down? I don't even know her name. Who is this? Where are you? This is Hildegard Schmidt. Oh, she was German. That's it. That's what I'm... She looks very angry though. So Hildegard... What a name. Hildegard is right-handed. Alright. What are you two doing?
I'll keep an eye on them instead.
Oh, now I can do it. Barcode messages. So she's right-handed. I didn't see that fast. Let's go back. He's right-handed. Well, he's holding it in both hands. Is he left-handed maybe? It's also not weird me standing over them like this. So I think he's right, he's left.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Also right? Oh, alright.
That's the right answer.
It's kind of difficult to tell though. I needed to ask him to keep an eye on
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Oh, I'm questioning him apparently. Alright.
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you.
I haven't been there, the luggage area where they are sleeping.
Can you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
Funny. Right hand.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt.
But to be fair, some people use both hands to write, so you can't be certain of this. And I know people who switch hands from time to time.
Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just 1 pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Right, so he's a smoker.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
But you do, because did he not need to do something for you? I don't remember. Keep an eye on the guests or something. Why can I look at this? Someone here. Oh, for the sauce. Yes, a mustache. That's the first one, this chapter.
Golden mustache.
3 are there, so that will be stay on the train for this chapter again. Restaurant. Are there people here? My friend is here, Monsieur Bouc. I'm just looking around to see if I see. Yes! Second
You
one.
can never have too many of these.
Yeah, I hope they're worth a lot of money. Do I need to speak to Bouc?
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I'll report to you as soon as I can.
Oh, that was it. Did I need to speak to Hotaru because Fauch is saying that he's a heavy smoker? He's over here. Ooh, he's not looking too good. What did you do?
Ah, Monsieur Maury, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating? When Freya always wins. Ah, what am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic,
Survive long
I
enough.
might survive long enough to answer your questions.
Don't be
John
dramatic.
knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
That's the
Very well,
bartender.
Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must.
If I
will
must.
make you your day after survival tonic.
He is Japanese. He is a chef. I think he's 55.
That was easy.
Well, every time you get it right, you say that. They have survival tonic, a half lemon juice, 15 centiliters of fresh sparkling water, 6 mint leaves, 5 centiliters of ginger juice. Do I need to gather those ingredients? Looks like. Pick up. That's I have mint leaves. What a weird refrigerator. What is this? Are these boxes? What is this? I thought this was a refrigerator. Is this storage something? That's so weird. Never seen that before. What's
I
this?
can use this lemon squeezer to get juice if I find fruit.
There's a lot of fruit over there or here. And probably need to have one of these bottles.
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
Bartender will have those. Maybe. Do I need to squeeze the juice already? I guess. Oh, I need to do it like in real life. It's funny.
I have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maury's tonic. I have
Right.
to go and see Monsieur Fauché so he can prepare it for me.
Yep, I know. Let's make a bit of haste. Also, why is he sitting here all alone? Doesn't he trust anyone anymore? Funny, does he have no friends? Aw, but me. Where is the bartender?
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
He's not
Of
doing
course.
anything.
How can I help?
The tonic.
Monsieur Fauché, I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken? Not stirred?
Like James
It's
Bond.
not for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well.
Here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent! I can take it from here. Mr. Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or full lemon for the recipe?
Half a lemon, right?
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
No, but I picked it up, so I think with.
I can assure you that he will want the ginger.
So you made it 1,000,000 times and you don't remember the ingredients?
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Well, let's go give the chef, the arrogant chef, his drink. Because I don't have that good of a, how do you say it, impression of him. Because first time I saw him, he was arguing on the station that his dishes were the most important and needed the most room, or else he would not cook his famous lobster or something, blah blah blah. And now I have to make him a drink like he's some sort of emperor.
Here you go, Mr. Maury. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment while this takes effect. It will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery.
But I already knew she was there because that John already told me. Poirot, pay more attention. Is that here? I haven't been here. So I need to go there, see if the door is locked. And it probably will be, then I need to go back to Jean. Yep.
It's locked.
What a surprise. That's a way to stretch out the game. And he can't run. Oh, but Jean is right here, so I can't even pass this anymore. What? That's weird.
Monsieur Maury told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauché.
Thank you.
I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write?
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent.
Mission. Yes, you're my partner in crime. You're the Watson to my Sherlock. Whatever you want. A Robin to my Batman. Why are they always guys, by the way? They are duos.
That's it. It's open now.
This looks cozy. Let's look around.
Empty rum bottles.
Those are the chefs, probably. Cards.
A deck of cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books.
More drink, liquor. What is it? Whiskey? But can turn it, but nothing happens. Nothing to... Not a white dot, I mean. I don't know. That's a bit confusing. Maybe they forgot to put it in. The mustache, yes. This is the last one?
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
Let's speak with you.
Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space. There is so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts. So as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
Ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are stacked. But placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I understand. So, the problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
Sounds like a puzzle to me. For this one, follow the rules that were given. Simply put, move the boxes around until you have placed the entire stack in the same way in the right corner instead of the left. But make sure you don't put a big box on a smaller one. This wasn't that hard.
Et voilà!
You are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
At least someone is excited. Does that mean that she's the only one who's innocent? Because the rest doesn't want to answer my questions. Last night.
Can you tell me your movements of last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the kitchen until 12:15 a.m. Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff. However, Monsieur Maury doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover?
Gee, what do you think, Poirot? Thought you were so smart. The lie is the reading, of course. Confirm.
I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
A lot of things. All of this.
I spoke to Monsieur Maury. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
But that's
you
not a
don't
crime.
understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Bouc. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauché.
I would do the same.
Would you mind
Not that I'm
writing
a
your
detective.
address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
A lot is happening. Also right-handed.
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Nielsen is right-handed.
So far, no left-handies.
Do you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you.
Alright, back.
Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
And your little white lie. So nothing else I think I have to do over here. Wait, I should check my mind map because a lot happened here. To observe, I did that. Time to see what he has learned already. To ask the people I interrogate if they vape or know someone who does. Mr. Morris' tonic must have taken effect. Alright, so I need to go back to those two. And have to confront Mrs. Olsen. So apparently we're focusing on the staff, and I'm wondering how many did I interrogate? 3 out of 6. So I need 3 more. Monsieur Mori, are you able to speak? You look like it.
How are you?
It's better. Thank you.
Then may I ask you some questions? It will not take long.
Quickly, please. I have hungry passengers to feed.
Well, that doesn't seem very thankful. Telling me I have to hurry. I will take all the time I need.
Très bien. Can you tell me your movements last night?
Oh, nothing special. When I went off duty, I joined John and Freya in a compartment. I read for a short while,
His eyebrows.
then went to bed early.
Reading? I'm not sure you have recovered enough to tell me the truth. Don't waste what little energy you have recovered to lie, Monsieur Mori.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Poirot. You're right. It obviously wasn't reading that made my head hurt like that. But if you told Monsieur Bouc, it could mean my job.
I will keep your secret, but I am investigating a murder. You must tell me the truth.
Thank you.
Write an address.
Please, write your address on this paper.
My address? I don't see why.
I think I hear Monsieur Bouc approaching.
My address?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
It's a little manipulative. Right.
Another right-handed person. Not surprising, most people are.
True that.
You are a heavy smoker.
My job. It is very stressful.
Would you happen to know who vapes on the train? A banana flavor?
Oh, yes. The smell disgusts me. What is wrong with the good tobacco?
I do not have time to answer that. Who is it?
I've only seen one person who vapes. It's Captain Arbuthnot.
Captain Arbuthnot. I see.
And he didn't want to speak to me.
Your
he's
testimony
suspicious.
was invaluable to me. Thank you. Take care, Monsieur Mori. My palate depends on your good health.
It's funny. Alright, so we need to question Arbuthnot. I need to ask the bartender what he has learned. What are we doing now? And I need to return key. I totally forgot about that.
Here is your key. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
About the little favor I asked of you.
Aha, but of course. I was able to get new allergy forms from guests who were in their compartments. Monsieur McQueen, Monsieur Masterman, Count and Countess Andreni, they are all right-handed. I also asked Princess Dragomirov, but she had her assistant, Madame Schmidt, sign for her. She is right-handed as well.
You have exceeded my expectations. Well done. Thank you, Monsieur Fauchet. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
So everybody is right-handed, and only the princess, we don't know which hand she uses because she didn't refuse to sign it herself, or at least had her assistant do it. Which, to be fair, if I had an assistant, I would do the same. Why waste your energy on the mundane when you don't have to? I think we need to go to Arbuthnot. And he is all the way back. And we found all the mustaches, didn't we? So I don't have to look at that anymore. Let me check. Yes, 3 out of 3. And I have this moon's diagram. Alright. Also, why couldn't that Arbuthnot speak to me before? Oh, he's in second class. I have to go all the way back. That's kind of annoying though, to have to cross the entire train. It is saving, so I'm on the right path, I think. Was it here?
Captain Arbuthnot, I know that you are the only person on this train to smoke e-cigarettes.
Yeah, better
We
open up.
found a vial of e-liquid at the crime scene. Will you talk to me about this, or should I pass on what I've learned to the police?
Do that anyway.
All right. Come in if you must.
Yeah, I must. What are you doing? You're not doing anything. I thought you with me, baby. Maybe be with that woman or something. You're just sitting here.
I have just a few questions for you.
Very well. Let's hear them.
Miss, that is Mary, the woman he was meeting up with in the hotel, I think.
The young English lady, Mademoiselle Debenham, was at the Tocatlian Hotel. Perhaps you met her there?
We exchanged a few words. Fellow Brits abroad, that sort of thing.
Liar.
What can you tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham?
Nothing whatsoever. We barely spoke.
The director of the Orient Express, Monsieur Bouc, thinks the assassin is a woman.
And that is enough to accuse her? She had nothing to do with this murder.
Yet
How
you
can
don't
you
know
be
her.
so certain?
The idea is absurd. Ratchet was a perfect stranger to her. She'd never seen him before.
Ah, did she tell you so?
Well, yes, maybe she did. She may have commented once upon his somewhat unpleasant appearance. If a woman is concerned, as you seem to think, to my mind, without any evidence, I can assure you that Miss Debenham could not possibly be implicated.
It is clear that the captain is defending Miss Debenham, a woman he supposedly doesn't know very well.
Yep, that's a lie. He definitely loves her or something.
What were you doing last night around 1:15?
1:15? I believe I was still talking to that young American fellow, Mr. McQueen, the secretary of the man who was killed. We were in his compartment.
He was a friend or acquaintance of yours?
No, I never saw him before this journey. We'd hit it off at dinner, and the conversation continued into the early hours.
Until what time was that?
Until 1:45 or so. Then I retired to my room and went to sleep.
Let me think. Where is Mr. McQueen? Is he also in second class? Otherwise, if he was wandering the halls around 1:45, he would have seen stuff. But I think he's also in second class, so that probably isn't true then.
There is nothing you can recall last night that in any way struck you as suspicious?
It's nothing. A mere detail.
Do
Allow
tell.
me to be the judge.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge car to get a glass of water. When I was passing through the first-class corridor, I noticed that the door, which is just after your room, 201, was not quite closed, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. I know there's nothing in that, but it was the furtive way it was done that caught my attention. Struck me as a bit odd.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
That is very suspicious.
Could you write down your address here, please?
My address? If you insist.
I do. Also right-handed.
This man is right-handed.
To be fair, you could just guess right-handed on all of them, and then maybe one or two will be left-handed, and the game will tell you it's wrong. So you don't have to think that much.
Is this e-cigarette liquid yours?
What flavor is it?
Banana.
Well, that is awkward. That's my flavor of choice. But I have no idea what it was doing there, whatever.
Can you explain how it ended up there?
I have no idea. I never entered the man's room, Poirot. That's the truth.
Well, usually when people say something like a denial or positive and they shake the head in the right way, that means they're telling the truth.
Thank you, Captain.
But of
You're
course,
welcome.
this is a game, not real life, because it's very hard, not impossible, but intuitive-wise, to shake your head when you're affirming something, giving an affirmation, and the other way around. I have a new node. What does it say? Select 2 elements of importance discovered during the interrogation of Captain Arbuthnot. Let's let's see, he's the only person. I think this took place between midnight and 1:45. Oh, I need 3 of them, so this also? Until 1:45, between midnight and 1:45, so that gives him an alibi. Has an alibi, yes. No, these 2. So how is that possible? I can't accuse Arbuthnot. His alibi protects him despite the liquid found at the crime scene.
Captain Arbuthnot is the only passenger to smoke an e-cigarette. Even if this liquid in Ratchet's room is a solid clue, he has an alibi. I cannot accuse him without any other proof. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Alright. So what now? Let me think. We just spoke to Captain Arbuthnot. He had the vape juice. Confirmed it was his. Conclusion. He has an alibi. That's true. So that's kind of a dead end unless his alibi isn't correct. And now we have to confront Mrs. Olsen about Mrs. Debenham. But I don't know where she is. Do I? No, I don't have the map for the floor plan. Because Arbuthnot is over here. Oh yes, this is still the same. Who's in 104?
Pardon this intrusion, Mademoiselle Olsen, but something you told me earlier confuses me.
It does.
Please, come in.
Who speaks like that? Such a soft voice.
How can you be sure Mademoiselle Debenham was in bed all night?
As I told you, I am a very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her.
But she said she
I got
did.
up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly.
A confrontation. Let me think. Slightest noise wakes me up. This, I think.
I know there is a clue somewhere to prove she's lying.
That's wrong. This one.
Are you certain you would have heard her?
Yes. Why are you asking?
Headache. No, she said she... What did she do?
I spoke to Mademoiselle Debenham and she told me that she got up around 5 o'clock in the morning. She opened the door and looked down the corridor. It was then that she saw a woman in a red kimono. How do you explain that?
I think I must have been sleeping very soundly not to have heard it.
Suspicious?
But does that make me a suspect?
Oh, her?
I am not accusing anyone, mademoiselle. Do not worry. I am just trying to determine what happened last night. Thank you for your testimony.
Alright, so she was caught in a lie and she lied some more. So that is completed. I have alibis, mind map. Let me see, because some of them have alibis. They can be confirmed by another witness. Can I read this? Slept all night, went to see, interact. No, I want to read this. Or is it just this? She was confirmed by her. Wait, how do I... No, this is all wrong. Back. She was confirmed by Mrs. Olsen. She was playing cards with them. Was talking with Arbuthnot. I went to see Miss Hubbard.
That's the right answer.
I know. Report to Bouc. Alright, let's do that. Where Where is our friend? So basically we have a bunch of alibis. We've not interrogated everyone yet because apparently we can't. We can look outside. Don't know why. And at least a couple of people are lying. I don't know why, but they are suspicious. They're not being honest. That we can say for sure. I think she's lying because that really seemed like a lie, the way she kind of made that up. She said one thing and then I confronted her and she said something else. And maybe that other lady, that Greta, is being truthful. But I'm not sure about that. Where is Bouc? I thought he was over here. Is he in the dining room? All alone, probably. There he is. Just sitting here peacefully looking out the window. Not doing anything. Well, I've been interrogating the entire train.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I am. I think I have to say all of it, so.
There is no trace of the murder weapon on the train, as yet. The killer could have hidden it anywhere.
It must be somewhere.
Indeed, as you say, it must be somewhere.
That's true. Where could it be? Did they throw it off the train into the snow, maybe?
According to Dr. Constantine's report, the stab wounds were made by at least one right-handed and one left-handed person, and with different strength. For the moment, everyone I have checked is right-handed. It is impossible to draw any conclusions as yet. However, I still have a few people to interrogate, notably the Russian princess.
You still have many avenues to explore?
Indeed, the case is far from over, mon ami.
The vape smoker is Mr. Arbuthnot.
I identified the person responsible for the bottle of liquid for the vape found at the crime scene.
So, this is our culprit? Do we hold him?
No, unfortunately, this bottle belongs to Captain Arbuthnot, but he has an alibi, confirmed by Monsieur McQueen for the time of the murder.
Monsieur Bouc, Monsieur Poirot.
Michel, calm down.
But it's Mrs. Hobart. She says she found the murder weapon in her room. She's very upset.
Isn't that convenient?
Let's go, Poirot.
I don't trust that lady. I think Mrs. Hubbard did it. And we have at least 2 murderers because of the right hand. Am I going the right way? I don't even know. The right-handed and left-handed wounds. Or you have one person who can use both hands, but that would be weird. So probably not. Probably it's at least 2 people. Maybe more. All these doors. Couldn't they have just put me somewhere closer? She's in first class, isn't she? Is it this room? I don't remember. Yes. Right in one go.
I demand to be allowed to leave this train!
Madame,
Not.
we are in the mountains, trapped in a snowdrift.
Stating the obvious, there is a murderer among us. He had the audacity to hide his weapon in my room.
Please, Madame Hubert, take a deep breath and tell us what occurred.
If he can't tell the truth for once.
Where did you find the knife?
I wanted to get a handkerchief from my purse, and when I opened it, I saw it! A bloody knife! Am I next to be murdered?
I very much doubt the murderer would give you his weapon.
I agree.
What do you mean?
Madame, he would have used it.
Oh, I have it!
Don't be dramatic. She seems like a very bad actress.
Did you touch the knife?
Of course not! What a question!
I will take that as a no.
Is it over here? In the back? Yes.
Is
It is
this
very
knife
bloody.
the real murder weapon, or is it a red herring?
That's right. Could be. How do I prove that? There's nothing I could do with it, can I? Do I maybe need to show it to the doctor, or maybe compare it to
Is this
picture I
knife
have?
the real?
But I don't know how to do that. I don't think I can. Because that doctor gave me that drawing of the stab wounds. Where is it? No, not this one. Inventory. This. I can't do anything with this. Wounds diagram. No. No, so I don't know. Let's look around some more. I'll speak with Bouc.
Mrs. Hubbard is distraught, Poirot. I should stay with her. Please go on without me.
I have every right to be distraught. Thank you, Mr. Bouc.
Again, very dramatic. Hold your horses, lady. But I think there's nothing else here. I mean, could be that something changed, but probably not. And maybe Poirot would say that I should not leave. So what now? I don't know. Try Mrs. Hubbard. Oh, see, I have to find the doctor. Alright. And he is with the detective. And they were in second class, weren't they? That's what I thought I had to do. But why not bring the knife with you then? Or are you just gonna ask him that it could all be done with one weapon? Don't know which room it was. Oh, got it right again.
Dr. Constantine, we may have found our murder weapon. We need to make certain.
There is a pretty quick way to be sure. I have estimated the depth of the wounds. You can easily find the depth of each wound by comparing the width. There are 5 of them that I am not sure about. Test them, and then we will compare our results.
5?
I will do as you say, Doctor.
That's a lot to not be sure about. I must compare the size of the wounds to the width of the knife blade. Each wound in the body find a depth that could match the knife shape to check if it could be the murder weapon.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Alright, well I don't know what I need to do. How do I... Does this line need to be as long as this one? Alright, apparently this is smaller.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. I must admit I'm not right this time.
I am now.
Et voilà. What do you think, Doctor? Is this knife really the murder weapon?
There can be no doubt. You found the same depths as the estimates I made during the preliminary autopsy. I can assure you that you hold in your hands the weapon that took Ratchet's life.
So what a time to wake up.
Thank you. I feel way better now.
The rest gave you time to sleep off most of the effects of the drug.
I'm still a bit groggy.
That's understandable.
Are you able to continue your story now?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Where was I?
You were explaining how you returned to the Armstrong house to tell them their poor little child was dead.
Yes, that's it. I felt helpless. My part in the case was officially over, but I knew I couldn't let it go. Daisy deserved justice.
Finish chapter 4. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.